My name is Darryl Richardson. I work for Amazon. I'm a picker, and I've been at Amazon 10 months.
What did you think that job would be like when you first got it?
Well, like any and everybody, Amazon, nice place to work for, new company, they bringing in Bessemer, thought it was gonna be great. But after I worked there a couple months, I realized it needed to be some changes. I just felt like they weren't communicating. They was firing employees for no reason.
Darryl Richardson works at the Amazon Fulfillment Center in Bessemer, Alabama. It's a 10-hour shift. His job is to help fill orders by sorting hundreds of items an hour.
They were changing our schedule while we were asleep. So for me to stay, I felt like something gonna have to change. To be honest, I was ready to quit. And I felt like somebody got to do something.
So what did you do?
I made a phone call. And I lashed out to the guys to see, can we get some help?
So you're the one who started all of this?
I made the phone call.
But it's a collective effort, right?
Right.
Amazon workers have tried to unionize before, but only in Alabama have organizers made it this far, in spite of it being a generally anti-union state. Since Darryl made the phone call to a national retail workers union, organizers have been stationed outside this facility. Workers have until the end of March to vote yes or no on whether to let the union represent them. They're not up against a normal company. While many businesses closed last year, Amazon's sales went up by $100 billion. If workers succeed at forming a union here, it could happen anywhere.
I'm up here with you up. That's what's up. you another 6,000 workers here. Up, what's up, baby? What's up?
I know what a union can do. I know what the union can bring to a company. Only thing I want is everybody get treated fair. Everybody get paid for what they deserve. We want the next generation to the next generation. If they got to work for Amazon, they don't have to go through the things we going through.
Amazon said in a statement that it already offers what unions are requesting: base pay that's double the minimum wage and competitive benefits. Amazon also says it doesn't think the majority of workers agree with the union. But some here in Alabama say they've been convinced to organize by the day-to-day conditions.
I would like for them to change the breaks. We have long hours and we have high-capacity jobs to do. I think 2 breaks a day is not enough for a 10-hour shift at Amazon.
Constant anxiety. I'm constantly, when I clock into work, I'm clocking into being worried about being fired. Constant anxiety.
And you shouldn't feel that way. You shouldn't feel that way when you're going to work.
The time off task is a detriment. I think it's a productivity thing. They want you to crank out as many things as possible, but they start counting your time off task after like 10 minutes. And if there's only 2 bathrooms on a floor that's enormous, I'm at 15 minutes by the time I get back to my station.
Could you be disciplined for that?
Yeah, you could be written up for time off task.
What does that tell you about Amazon's values?
Their values is not about the employees. They just want to keep the company, they want to keep power and control.
Hyper-individualistic environment. That's why you see all of the blurbs from the people who work there. I don't want to eat it. I like it the way it is.
Amazon disputed that workers' hours were changed while they were sleeping, and it argued that it gives adequate time for bathroom breaks.
Who's this? This is Pepita. Hey, girl. I just got this, right? So I just got put in a new role. So I kind of feel like a badass with my new harness on.
Is it fun to work at Amazon sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes it definitely is fun, especially when they want to teach you something new. Like this, I just started doing this past week. And yeah, it was really exciting because it feels like they're noticing you. They're noticing the hard work that you do. But then, once you start doing it, then it's back to the metrics and the time off task. And so nothing really changes. The first thing that they did was they started hanging up the propaganda. The vote no.
Amazon set up anti-union placards in the break room, the warehouse, and even inside bathroom stalls.
And then they sent people down from other places. And they're all over the place, and they have them for every shift. And what they would do is they would come around and go to each station and ask you, hey, I'm Joe Blow from wherever. Do you have any questions about the union? I'm here to answer your questions. The next thing was the classes. They had somebody who was like the captain of the union busting who would come down and teach like...
What was the official title of the class?
They just called it like union training. That's it. Which is funny because it's not union training. It's union busting 101.
J.C. Thompson didn't need convincing. He already thought that a union was not necessary. Thompson works the overnight shift 4 days a week, overseeing up to 60 employees. On Sunday mornings, you'll find him at his church.
To everyone,
What's your opinion on the unionization drive that's going on at your Amazon facility?
Some people will take this and say, I'm anti-union. I'm not anti-union. I believe that there is a place for unions in certain situations, but I just don't feel at Amazon at this moment that there is a place, because everything that a union would possibly fight for, we already have. Amazon, we walk in the door, the ground level is $15. I have 401k, I have medical, dental, vision. I get a raise every 6 months. So I'm asking myself, like, what else can the union actually offer for real? I tell people, when I talk to employees, we only been open a year, and we really hadn't had a chance to build a core team. Everybody, all the operations managers, most of them are from other places. There's a culture that Amazon has, and then there's a culture that an associate brings with themselves. So how do you merge those two cultures together? And I think that has been the problem. And then we have...
So you're acknowledging that there are problems?
Of course.
Amazon hopes its more than 1 million U.S. workers will see things like JC does. Nonetheless, the drive is gaining momentum.
I strongly support your efforts to form a union.
And there should be no intimidation, no coercion, no threats, no anti-union propaganda.
We need you to be, well, yes, you carry on the spirit and tradition in Alabama that has fought against so many obstacles.
If the vote is successful and other workplaces in the area are inspired by what happened at Amazon locally, do you think that's a good thing?
I think it can be a good thing, because there are other places that I think that have non-union that actually need a union, that they don't have what we have. Now, down the road, we get past this hump and we see how the leadership learns from this experience. If the vote is no, then we will see. And there's always, even if it doesn't, even if the vote is not yes, there's always opportunity to bring it up again. So just because it didn't get voted in now doesn't mean it's never. We have had multiple fights with employees today, so security is kind of heightened today, and it's because of what we're going through here with the union talks. So it's going to be a difficult day, I can tell. So we'll see.
I'm telling you right now, I don't need a union.
Why not?
Because I haven't had any problems yet. That's what I'm getting at. These people, because they haven't, well, I do everything I'm supposed to do and nothing about my life is complicated, so I don't need it. God forbid that you do need it, but you were too much of a coward and you were selfish, that you didn't want other people to have help and have somebody to speak for them. So now we don't have it, and you're just like the rest of us.